outside of the platform. And I know I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, especially because this week I had what could be, if I would let it really bother me, and if I had not been instituting this practice myself, it would be terrible. I have had a huge project that I've been working with for months and months and months in ChatGPT, and the whole thing is gone. The whole project has just disappeared.
Explain.
So, whether it's a project or a thread, on the left-hand sidebar, you can see all of the past conversations you've had with ChatGPT,
all the history,
right?
That's correct.
All the history, yes.
It's called history, okay.
So I had one project in particular, I called it Clarity OS, and I had everything there. I mean, I have been populating this project for at least 6 months. I've been working on it. So I had, stuff for the radio show, for every bit, I just did a great presentation this weekend in San Francisco. Everything I've been doing has been in that project for Global AI, and it completely vanished. It's gone. There's no retrieving it. I've done everything. I've reached out to my even more brilliant AI people. It's completely gone.
So it's damaged? So there's nothing you can restore it?
There's no restoring
Oh
of
my
it.
God.
So this is why I keep telling everybody, if you have something, an output or something that is of particular importance to you, copy and paste it onto a Word doc, a Google Doc, into Notebook LM somewhere, and have it outside of the platform, whether it's ChatGPT or otherwise, because these platforms are not storage and you cannot trust them. And actually, along those lines, for any of you that are using custom GPTs, I will also share that the custom GPTs can get moved out of your saved bar. So I also, similar to my threads and my conversations, all the links to my custom GPTs are saved in a folder as well outside of ChatGPT. And if one gets lost or is missing, I can just go and use the link, because in my space, many people, I get access to custom GPTs that my peers are building that are not public, things that I couldn't easily just go and find again. And so I just strongly encourage you, as a best practice, copy and paste, keep these things outside of the platforms. That is my public service announcement for today.
I will think about it. I have nothing important that I save, but maybe, I don't know. I'm just asking questions all day.
Okay. Well, if at some point you find there's something that you want to save or hold on to, like I said, just save it outside. You will thank me later.
Why do you think it's happened to you? What is the reason?
You want to know my real woo-woo reason?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. So, I am always, I'm on a quest for self-mastery. I have been for over 20 years, and I am deep in transformational work and leadership, and always, in these spaces. And really, just about the time that this whole project disappeared, I had a complete quantum leap, up level in my identity. Big things happened, new awarenesses, and I believe it was God, whatever you want to, I say God, Hashem, wiping that out and telling me, for real, you want to step into something new? Step into something new. You can't look back. That's what I think.
Maybe you're right. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, it could just be the ChatGPT, messed
In
up.
Hebrew, there's expression, נסתרות דרכי האל. So the ways of God is mysterious.
They are mysterious, but I believe, no coincidences, and always happening. I used to say they're always happening for us, but now I believe they're happening from us, because I do believe that everything outside is a perfect reflection of what's happening inside. So I'm getting very, very woo-woo today.
What I pay attention in ChatGPT that I try to, I'm develop a lot of program lately, program that connect to the station, and I see that ChatGPT explain Manuel's guide of equipment much easy.
Yeah.
Do you think because ChatGPT know me, or because it's explaining much better? What do you think?
Well, I would be curious to know what the prompt is that you're putting in to ask, but I do think it would be a combination of whatever you're instructing and what it has learned of you, of your style, your preferences, because also I've shared this before, these platforms are designed to keep your attention and they want to satisfy and please you. So as they learn your style, they will cater to your style. So it's entirely possible.
It's impossible to learn my style. I have unique style. Even ChatGPT, even AI would never understand what's happened in my brain.
You are just beyond super intelligence. You know, and actually it's funny that you mentioned that because I think it was last week that I talked about the idea of taking YouTube videos and other kind of learning and condensing it through AI. So interesting that you're now doing that with manuals. I'd like to think I'm influencing your AI usage.
Yeah, I'm an engineer, and that we learn in college, we actually read Manuel's guide, and I hate to read Manuel's guide, and it was hard. So now I put the manual guide inside ChatGPT. Please, what I need to do, and explain to me easy. Maybe the world's supposed to be easy, not complicated like manual guide. Like you buy something from IKEA. People say that if you buy furniture from IKEA, couples have a fight about it. It's going to create a fight at home with two couples about the furniture of IKEA. It's creating like fire at home. Do you remember something like this?
Yes, I've heard that. But I will say, I'll help you save your marriage. I love building IKEA stuff. So, you know, in addition to AI work, you guys, anybody can call me. I will help with an IKEA assembly.
So my next step is actually buy something from IKEA and use ChatGPT or AI how to build it.
Oh.
And then it's going to be and then I want to see what's going to happen. This will be interesting.
That will be interesting. I like this.
Because it's hard. You can find this part, and you try to lie to yourself. Something missing here. Something missing. But nothing missing. Everything is there.
You just can't interpret the pictures.
Yeah, and I don't have the patience to install stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You actually, when you talked about reading manuals, I just had a flashback to my childhood. Did they have the Palm Pilot in Israel?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how old I was. I was young. I was so excited I saved up money. I bought my first Palm Pilot and I read that manual from cover to cover. I loved that thing. A little foreshadowing into who I would become. Makes sense.
Okay, by the way, we need to find somebody that know in AI how to create music. We need to find one of the musicians that creates a music through AI, if you can interview somebody.
Of course, I have some connections for you. I mean, I can give you basics. That is not my real area. I can give you some good basics. And if our audience is interested, I can share some basics on another episode, but I will find someone for you because I do have some people that could help you.
I want to hear something to our listener now, that people listen to the station. We have new advertise that belong to Grand Cafe. People are not sure if it's made by AI or real, but it's real. I want to put it.
Oh, you played it for me yesterday. It's great.
Yeah, it's not AI. It's actually a real lady, and I want to show to the listener. 1 second.
Okay.
Cafe.
It's not AI. It's a real lady, by the way. Okay, never mind. Next, what are we going to talk about more?
That's a nice plug for them. Okay, so next I wanted to talk a little bit about AI for identity and decision making. So lately I have been working, as I always do, with a lot of organizations, companies, and I've led a few workshops on creating your AI avatar, your AI twin, right, and your AI employees. And I started to also teach on doing this about building your AI avatar and your AI employees from what I call your higher self, not your tired self. Really building them to be and call you forward to be the person you're building yourself to be, not the one you are now. Most of us are looking to improve something, right? So we can really use AI to help us embody that identity, and I've been having great success with clients doing that, and it's really, really exciting. And not a lot of people, I don't know anyone. I know people who started to pick up the whole AI for leadership thing that I've been doing for a while, but this is new. AI to really embody identity. It's super exciting.
Tell me something, if somebody want to hire you, you have a big company, you have a small company, you have a business, he doesn't want to keep his business back and he want to keep his business to the future. Like, you know, somebody doesn't use AI anymore, he doesn't use AI, and his business kind of losing the train. How
For
he
sure.
can reach to you?
For sure. Well, contact the radio station. Find me on the Facebook group page for the Israeli radio station. Find me at socials at Global AI, GLOWBALAI, or Gila at Global AI.
Or you can call us 267-237-2495, 267-237-2495. And what we're gonna talk more about today?
Okay, so we were talking about identity. That leads us really beautifully into the fact that we are getting to the year end, and AI is such a great tool to use for reflecting on the last year and making plans and, getting your vision and goals set for the upcoming year. And so I really encourage people to start thinking about that. An example of like a really simple prompt that you could use to do that would be look at the past year through the lens of patterns, identity, and direction, and ask, tell me, what patterns did you see me repeating this year? What did these patterns reveal about my identity? And what identity do I want to step into next year? And help me get there. Help me create a plan. And of course, you can play around with that, but there are really, really cool things you can do to do this planning and reflect, and especially if you're someone who has been using a platform, right, for a while. This can be really, really powerful. And I want to also share that I am putting together a Zoom workshop about just this, helping people simply use AI to plan and reflect on the last year as well. So I will put some information in the Facebook page, in the Facebook group about that. It's going to be really, really awesome.
That sounds amazing. Good.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we have another things to talk, or are we done, Gila?
I'll do one last thing, and then we'll wrap up with our recap. So I was flown out to San Francisco this past weekend to speak to the lawyers who are members of the California Attorneys for Criminal Justice. They have a conference every year, and I've had the privilege of...
By the way, let me stop you 1 second. You don't
Yes.
know somebody from Florida that can help us?
They can help us with what?
You know my case.
Oh, I did dig a little bit, but I haven't stopped. I'm going to find somebody.
Maybe you know somebody, the guy from California. We need a contact person
I didn't even think to ask the contacts I have out there. And you know what? I should also ask. I have a lot of contacts in New York because that's where I spend
now
most
we're
of my-
talking.
Yeah, and a lot of New York people overlap with Boca in particular. So good point. I will widen my net and reach. So back to California Attorneys for Criminal Justice. I've done some training for them throughout the year, but it was all Zoom. This was the first time I got to be with this group in person at their annual conference. It was amazing. There was amazing buzz about the session, but the thing that I really wanted to share with the listeners here, I actually wound up changing my whole presentation on the fly because I was really surprised that very few people in that room had much familiarity with AI. Like, they knew it was a thing, but they barely knew anything. So I switched it up a little bit. The really, really cool, interesting thing was this. For especially any lawyers out there, or if you're in criminal defense, lawyers are generally trained to only ask questions they know the answers to, and they really want to always look like they know all the things. But a takeaway that came out for me that I realized is when you are using AI or looking at AI, something that's been enhanced by AI, even though it may be clearer, it's not necessarily accurate, right? If, for example, if you take a picture and you ask the picture, you use a platform to remove a person, right, that photobombed or something like that. AI is going to remove it, but what it replaces in the background, it makes up. It's not like, it really knows. So just keep in mind, for these attorneys, what I shared with them is you are at this amazing moment in time because your job is always to just raise reasonable doubt, and you can do that with AI in the moment we're in. But the reminder I wanted to give to all of our listeners is that if you look at something or listen to something, or are watching something that's been enhanced by AI, you have to remember it is very easy to believe that what you are seeing still has truth to it, but it may not be accurate. Again, it could be clearer, but that does not mean that it is more accurate. So I thought that was an important takeaway.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay.
We done, yeah? I'm just asking.
We're ready to wrap it up. So we did some important things today, right? We have the public service announcement, a friendly reminder, save your stuff and your custom GPTs outside of your AI platform if it's important information to you. Use AI for up-leveling your identity. We're getting to the end of the year. If you're thinking about reflecting on the year that just passed, planning for the year to come or years to come, you can use AI. I will provide information about a really exciting upcoming training kind of fireside chat I'm going to have to help people do that very effectively. And then we have the reminder that if something has been enhanced or changed by AI, it may appear clearer, but it is not necessarily accurate.
By the way, we have amazing neighbors. His name is David, and using a lot of AI. I talked with him a few minutes ago, and he told me his friend using AI as a generator automatic. He doesn't do anything, but the ChatGPT know how to do it automatic and create to work all the time. It's like working for him, like a machine.
Oh, those are the AI agents I've been talking to you about.
Yeah, but this is actually develop a software, picture, videos all the time. So it's interesting.
Oh, well, I want to meet David. What are you holding?
It's our cross neighbors. We need to talk with him and put him on the air one day.
Don't hold out.
You know what? Let's invite him one day.
Let's invite him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Gila Liadato, thank you very much for your segment.
Nissan, thank you. Always.
Somebody want to reach you. What's the email address or website again?
Gila at globalai.com. So GILA at GLOWBALAI.com. And the website is globalai.com. GLOWBALAI.com. And I threw the W in there, so it stands for Generating Light on the World.
That's amazing. And you can reach Gila to our station, 267-237-2495, 267-237-2495. We back to the music. Gila Liadato, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
בואי לידי, נצליני עד תום, בוא רגוע כל כך, ותמיד יש מקום. בואי לידי, יש דברים לדבר, תחשבי שאין עוד זמן אחר. בואי חזרי אליי, מלוכלך אז נשטוף, כמו חייל מאוד קרב.